Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work, man. Man, today was a good day. Not even over yet, and it was a good day. We did the first ever, as far as I know, Joe Boo Sports Report live stream conference call. We had about 35 of you Joe Boo Sports Report members up in here, and man, that was fun. It was cool to see everybody's face because, you know, you guys know this ugly mug. I have no idea who I'm talking to on a regular basis, and it was cool. It was really cool. So everybody's got a draft party that's going on. The Dallas Cowboys got Jamie Foxx, and well, we ain't got that kind of bread to get Jamie Foxx up in our live stream. I know Law Nation, he's doing nothing but the best. His report, I know Vox Lombardi, he's going to be shining because that's what he does. This is Vox Lombardi's time. He knows everybody. I wish I had that kind of talent like Vox Lombardi. And heck, I know Michael Anthony Fitness is going to have the New York stinking Giant fan. And I'm working, Shango. Shango got his. Shango always got his. And we're going to do something different for the draft, you know. And hopefully you guys will tune in, and you guys are going to be part of it. So when you start thinking about the draft and what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do, you've got to evaluate the players that you have right now. You have to figure out if the guys that I have, since I've got new coaches and a new philosophy, if the guys I have will fit the system, or do I just need to throw them away? And as we go through right now, of course, the debate is, should the Cowboys go for safety first? Should they go for a cornerback first? Or should they go for an edge rusher? Well, first thing you have to do is you have to think about the guys you have. Did they not perform to the level that you want because of the system, or did they just stink? Because there's a lot of times you've had players that you've given up on, and somehow they thrive in another system. Remember Marcellus Bennett? We let that guy go because he could never get on the field and had disagreements with Jason Witten. Guy actually could play pretty good. I believe that guy's got a ring. Something our Dallas Cowboys don't have. You look at a guy like Morris Claiborne, who we couldn't keep healthy. He's now got a ring with Kansas City. Terrence Newman, another guy. We couldn't seem to keep healthy and on the field, yet that guy played till he was almost 40. And at least played in an NFC Championship game. Yet, here we are with the same guys. I'll give you another one. Brandon Carr. I think he had 2 interceptions in his whole time with the Dallas Cowboys. But he goes to Baltimore. He has 4 in 2 years. So you have to wonder, is it the system that we were running before that was not getting the most out of the players? Or was it the players? Let me give you one more example here. If you had a quarterback, in the first 2 years you had him playing, he was 3-16. 11 TDs, 21 interceptions, averaged about 6.6 yards a throw, and 175 yards a game, and only had a 63 quarterback rating. Would you look at that guy and say, This dog don't hunt. This guy's not good enough for what we need done? Would that be kind of the thought? I mean, those numbers are putrid. 13 touchdowns to 21 interceptions. And the team that had him said, you ain't the guy, man. Best of luck. See ya. Well, that was Steve Young his first 2 years at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay had Steve Young, and those were his numbers with Tampa Bay. He gets into the right system, the West Coast, gets a real coach, is able to learn from other players, and becomes a Hall of Famer. So now that we've changed systems, now that we've got Mike Nolan, now that we look at our defense, which should be, instead of a bend don't break, we scared so we're not going to take risks, keep everything in front of you, don't go for the ball. My question is, did that hurt some of the players that you drafted for the system? And the one that I think of the most is, I think, Xavier Woods. See, Xavier Woods in college, I called him coming out, Xavier lays the wood. Because that guy, he was knocking people the F out. You're talking about a guy who, his 3 years of starting, had his rookie year 6 interceptions, 3 interceptions his junior year, and 5 interceptions his senior year. This guy, this brother, had a nose for the football. 14 interceptions in 3 years. 14 interceptions in 3 years. You couldn't tell me that this guy didn't have a nose for the ball. This guy was aggressive. This guy was attacking. Yet, you come to the Dallas Cowboys, where it seems like no matter who we get, doesn't matter if you looked at a Morris Claiborne, who was thought to be the best defensive prospect out there. It didn't matter if you were Brandon Carr, who now seems to be thriving elsewhere. It didn't matter if you were Terrence Newman, who you're kind of like, he's not that good. Yet he played years at a high level. And that's where you have to wonder, was it really the players that weren't good and need to be replaced? Or was it the system that's now been replaced that's going to make the players better? And see, what I feel is going to happen, and I know that Stephen Jones said he wants to be more New England. Yes, New England goes for really good defensive backs, and they challenge people, okay? They're pressing people. They're going to play lights out. They're going to hit you. Something that our past defensive philosophy wasn't there. And now you're going to get Mike Nolan, who is more of like the Baltimore Ravens type defense. A defense that's going to have the linebackers playing downhill. A defense that's going to be bigger up front, that's going to be pushing at the quarterback. And you're going to have your cornerbacks and your safeties taking more chances, being more aggressive. I think Xavier Woods is going to thrive in it. And if you believe in the system that you have, and I don't know what the coaches, the new coaching staff, looks at when they look at Xavier Woods, but I gotta believe that a guy who in college had 272 tackles, a guy who had 14 interceptions in 3 years, that's the brother can play. And that when he gets in with maybe better coaches, that this guy will be the guy. Now, do you go through and look at giving a number 1 pick for Jamal Adams, who's 24? I don't know. Do you look at drafting a safety in the first round? I don't know. But in my mind, I think Xavier Woods can play if you put him in the right system. In the way that Steve Young, playing at Tampa Bay underneath that system, that coaching, that philosophy, was getting killed. But when you put him in the right system, he thrived. I think that Xavier Woods is going to be a player here. And if I'm right on that, you can spend that pick outside linebacker, or better yet, your inside tackles, your under tackles. Because I'm telling you, you can never, ever have enough guys that rush the football. So that's my thoughts on that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I got 6 racks I got to get done between today and tomorrow so I can get them out Monday. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. A special shout out to those channel members that came in today and hung out with us for a while, and all you guys that watched as well, and all the support we get on the channel. So we're going to keep on doing it, at least this week we got a lot to talk about. So we definitely going to be occupied. So I'm going to get back to these. I got some more sand. I got to turn on the big sander and stuff. So don't want to make too much noise. But I'll see you guys later on.